The sell signal that occurred on Friday was very clear. Note the bearish engulfing signal after a doji in the overbought condition in the Dow uptrend. A bearish engulfing signal following a doji is called a bearish left-right combo. This is much more stringent or more stronger a sell signal than merely just sell signals during the uptrend. And the additional factor was it closed below the T-line. So we have a very strong reversal signal and a close below the T-line, not witnessed for the last 2 months of this market trend. This would have indicated immediately to get out of long positions that were starting to show some indecisiveness. Now, again, the rhetorical question, would this sell signal indicate there was going to be that strong a selling today? Definitely not. But it told you the probabilities with a strong reversal signal and a close below the T-line was that there was probably going to be some more downside. The same scenario was applied to the NASDAQ. Kind of a little hammer doji, bearish engulfing, closed just below the T-line, telling you there was something different in the trend, that we were seeing a sell signal and a close below the T-line, which had not been experienced for the last couple months until this area right here. Once again, anytime you see a sell signal and a close below the T-line, the probabilities of the sellers in control is dramatically increased. Close out long positions. The worst case scenario is they could have opened up positive and traded positive. You could always buy back positions knowing that the trend was still in an uptrend. But that was a high probability reversal, a bearish left-right combo. Amazon closed Friday below the T-line after a bearish left-right combo. That was a good indication that if you were trying to go long or had gone long, you should be back out of this position. Once again, were we expecting a big move like this to the downside? No, we just knew the probabilities were that once it did a strong reversal signal and a close below the T-line, that the probabilities were greatly in the favor of a downtrend. A bearish left-right combo in Western Digital, closing down near the T-line. Didn't necessarily say the reversal or the downtrend had started. However, as soon as we saw the pre-market futures were trading lower, you could have closed out the position. Or if you were waiting to see what would happen on this day, the fact that it did an indecisive candle showing there was a lack of any buying once it opened would have told you to close out the position. Why? Because now you were in a situation where you're seeing a bearish left-right combo and a close below the T-line. Twilio produced a different chart scenario. It opened lower, but you can see where it closed. It closed above the T-line. What was that telling us? That after the open, the bulls were still in control to the point where it was still in an uptrend, which makes this, even though the market was very weak today, the prospects of still being a good long trade if it opens positive and starts trading positive tomorrow. Uber produced the same scenario, closed above the T-line. This makes it very simple for a candlestick investor to evaluate what to do tomorrow. If it opens lower and starts trading lower, that tells you the bears have failed. Close out the position. If it opens positive and starts trading positive, tells you you're still in an uptrend. This is giving you now a message or an indication of what should happen based upon today's belt hold type signal. Positive trading tells us there could be more upside. That type of trading could be illustrated in Luckin, LK. The other day, after the bearish left-right combo, The next day it came back up, but it didn't get above the T-line. Made the trade very simple if you had stayed long. It needed to open positive and trade positive. If it opened lower, get out of the position and or start going short. This is not rocket science. This is just the evaluation of what human nature does time after time that the Japanese rice traders have illustrated for us to show us who is in control, the bulls or the bears. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.